There's a question I want you to really think about. What if the pain you're experiencing right now, the heartbreak, the loss, the rejection, the struggle, isn't meaningless? What if, instead of something to escape, it's exactly what you need? Friedrich Nietzsche, one of the most profound thinkers in philosophy, spoke about this. He called it amor fati, the love of fate. It's not about tolerating life's difficulties, it's about embracing them, loving them, accepting every joy, every heartbreak, every scar as necessary. Today we're going to talk about why pain has a purpose and how it shapes us into the people we're meant to become. Nietzsche once wrote, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. Not merely bear what is necessary, still less conceal it, but love it." What does this mean? It means to say yes to life, to every part of it, not just the good days, not just the successes, but the betrayals, the failures, the nights you couldn't sleep, the moments you thought it was over. Everything. Nietzsche believed that what happens to us, whether we like it or not, is part of our becoming. To resist it is to resist life itself. To practice amor fati is to love whatever fate brings, not passively, but actively, because everything you're given is a chance to grow. We live in a world obsessed with avoiding pain. We're told to stay positive, think happy thoughts, keep moving on. But Nietzsche rejected this. He believed suffering is essential, not something to escape, but something to face, understand, and integrate. Why? Because pain breaks you open. It destroys your illusions about who you thought you were. It forces you to confront your deepest fears, your weaknesses, your insecurities. And in doing so, it offers something precious, the opportunity to become someone stronger, wiser, and more real. Nietzsche famously said, "To live is to suffer, to survive is to find some meaning in the suffering." In other words, suffering is not the end of the story. It's the beginning of transformation. You see this everywhere, in people who've suffered deeply and used it to shape who they are. Look at Nietzsche himself, a man who lived a life of illness, isolation, and rejection. His work was ignored in his lifetime. His health was broken. He lost almost everyone he loved. But from this pain, he created some of the most powerful, lasting ideas in philosophy. Or take Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the horrors of concentration camps in World War II. He watched everything be taken from him, his family, his freedom, his dignity. But inside that darkness, he discovered something. That even when everything is stripped away, we still have the freedom to choose our attitude, to find meaning in suffering. He wrote about this in Man's Search for Meaning, and his words have helped millions since. And maybe you too have a story like this, a loss, a failure, a crisis that at the time felt unbearable. But looking back, you realize it shaped you. It changed how you see yourself and the world. So how do we actually live this way? How do we love our fate when it hurts? It starts with a shift in perspective. Stop labeling things as good or bad. Things simply are. They happen. It's what you do with them that matters. Accept what happens as if you had chosen it, not because you wanted it to be easy, but because you trust that it's necessary. Find meaning in struggle. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Who am I becoming because of this? Use pain as fuel, not as something to weaken you, but as something to strengthen you. Every scar you carry, every loss you've survived, is proof you're still here. You're still becoming. So when life breaks you, remember this. This pain has a purpose. It isn't random. It isn't punishment. It's a teacher. A guide. A fire meant to burn away the parts of you that are no longer real. Nietzsche believed that greatness comes not from avoiding difficulty, but from embracing it fully. And when you do, you become someone unshakable. Let me leave you with his words. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. If you're going through something right now, hold on. Look for the meaning. Because one day, this pain might be the reason you become everything you're meant to be. If this spoke to you, feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.